Welcome back to Cherished Relics Boutique. This is Curry once again. And I thought my next video was going to be me showing you that incredible, basically estate jewelry box that I purchased, but I have gone a different direction, and I'm going to work on showing you something completely different today that I've been working on for days. And I'm really excited to bring it to you and show you. For any of you that are new to my channel, my name's Curry, and I do part-time sales of jewelry, modern and vintage and some antique, on my eBay store, which is also called Cherished Relics Boutique. And previously, I also had an antique booth in a local mall here, but I just closed it, and that's part of the motivation for what brings me my video to you today. I'm coming to you today with my desire to share with you, as you see in the title of my video, some curated jewelry jars, with the idea that originally when I wanted to do this, I had gone out, and I'll pop a picture up here, and I'd purchased a whole bunch of, glass jewelry jars from, local thrift stores, knowing that I was going to gather. Basically, I had a significant amount of pounds of wearable jewelry. I had already, if you've seen my past videos, when I go through unboxings and unbaggings of things, I will sort my jewelry, and I used to sort it in, stuff I would sell in my sell online on my eBay store, or stuff I would put into my booth, and then I would also sort it into a wearable lot and then a scrap lot. Well, I've taken all of the items from my wearable lots, which means they're not broken, there's nothing wrong with them. Nice jewelry, actually, that I wanted to gather and put together and make some jars. But these just aren't any jars. I've actually started to put together jars, which I have an example of one that I put together here. Really lovely jars, with a mixture of all types of jewelry. It has these were curated by me, so I know exactly all of the jars were evenly spread with, glass bead items and some natural stone items and watches and bracelets and rings and brooches and men's wear and vintage and, metal and beads and, like a mixture. Like this is a great jar I have here. But as I started to think more and more about it, I had set aside some additional, there's the top of the jar, some additional items that were from some coordinated, they were also made from wearable jewelry, some coordinated sets that I had put together in bags, and I thought, you know what, I think I want to include those in this jar. And the problem is I had already filled all the jars. And I also started to go on and think about shipping and things like that. And for me to send glass jars through the mail and all the shipping with the extra weight of that, I'd rather you just pay for the actual jewelry. And the fact that I wanted to include more jewelry than just what you see in this very curated lot, I decided that instead I would be putting them in these, plastic tubs like this, these square tubs that are great because they can arrive, and I can put definitely more jewelry in these than I could in this. And I knew it wouldn't break, and it would solve all my problems. So although we're referring to these as jewelry jars, because that's what they all originally started as, I poured them all into these tubs and am adding extra things. So that's what I'm going to share with you today, is me showing you what I had originally started with in the jewelry jar and the things that I'm going to add. And this is the exciting part. The things that I've added to what was already completely just wearable jewelry. No junk, no things to fix, great jewelry. I've added some additional things to, or I will be adding some additional things to these tubs. I've made 10 of them that is going to really raise the bar on a great jewelry jar. Because, and I'll talk about what things I'm adding here in a second. But anyways, so I'm going to move this jar. Actually, I'm going to pour this jar that I've so prettily showed you. It looks so pretty like that, yes, but I'm not going to ship it to you like that. I'm going to instead put all this in here just like I did with all my other things. Same jewelry stuff, just in a different container. Jewelry jar. Okay, because I'm going to be adding some extra things to these in addition to this great jewelry you see. Before I get started, I real quick wanted to tell you about how I had made these coordinated jewelry bags, also made from wearable jewelry, vintage jewelry, some jewelry that's signed with brands on it, some with gemstones and glass beads, and just really a mixture of all types of jewelry. So every single jewelry jar that I'm going to show you, I'm also going to show you the 2 sets of coordinated jewelry, totaling approximately 30 pieces total, that's going to also get added to each tub. And then in addition, this is going to blow your mind because I'm so excited to do it. I went and spent hours because I did close my antique store, and I brought home all the antique jewelry that I had in my space. Okay, so as I mentioned in my video, I have closed my antique booth because I made the decision that I wanted to focus more on selling jewelry just online, and I just didn't want all the antiques and the refinishing and refurbishing of things to take up so much space in my basement. So I've brought all the antique jewelry that I had in my booth back home, and I'm going to use a couple of these pieces out of this stash to put in all of these tubs that I've been working on for you guys, for those that are interested. So you'll get a smattering of some antique booth jewelry, a lot of vintage. Anyways, so just so you know where I'm pulling these few items from. These, you know, basically they're jewelry jars, but they're not in jars. They're in plastic tubs so they don't break in shipping, but they're going to be awesome for you guys. You're going to love them. Those that are interested. I brought it all home, and I went through and I picked out certain things that I'm going to also put into the jar. The thing about the stuff I'm going to show you in here is that you won't know what's going to go in your jar, your tub. I keep saying jar because that's how originally it was, but it really is going to come in a tub. Although you'll kind of get a smattering look of what's there in the jewelry that's coordinated. I'm going to show you all this stuff, but you're not going to know which one of these are going to be in your jar, in your jewelry. You'll find out when you get it which ones got put in there. So this part of it will be a mystery, but you just know you're going to get one of these. So I had pulled out necklaces. Everyone is going to get a necklace. Everyone is going to get a set of 2 pierced earrings. Everyone is going to get a pair of clip-on earrings. Everyone is going to get a lovely Christmas brooch. Everyone will get, you know, some type of men's tie tack. You know, I had pulled some out here. Everyone will get one of those. And that all came from my antique booth. I just pulled a little bit, so everyone will get just a touch. I have tons more, but this is all I pulled for this project. And then in addition, your curated jewelry is going to also have 3 925 sterling silver items that are going to get put in there. And I'm going to show you what items they are, but you're just not going to know which one you're going to get. Okay, everyone is going to get a sterling silver pendant, and then 2 sets of sterling silver earrings, little teeny studs, beautiful ones, unique ones, different ones. I'll show you. A couple of them might not be studs, might be dangles. So I'm just so excited to share these with you, these kind of curated jewelry jars that I've now created into jewelry tubs, because there's just going to be so much amazing stuff in it. Again, I will do a visual up on the screen, but I'm going to go over these and share them with you individually. But just as a reminder, each of these tubs that I mean, I keep questioning myself. I'm offering each of them for $75, which is a steal because, just the, sterling silver, 3 sterling silver items plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items from my antique store, which is about $20 value. And then the sterling silver is about a $20 value. And then the original jewelry that I had put in the jar originally, you have all that, plus each of the coordinated bags, they're probably worth $20 each. So all of that is like, not even counting the jewelry that I had originally put in the jar, just the extra stuff I'm adding is like $80 of stuff, plus the stuff in the original jar. So for $75, this is just going to be a steal, and I'm so excited for you guys to, enjoy them. I hope many of you take advantage of this opportunity. I'm telling you this because I see the jewelry I'm putting in here, and I question myself, like, should I really charge this? Because I know how nice it is. So anyways, yeah. So I'll be showing you all these in detail coming up. I pulled out 10 of each of these things. So here are 10 necklaces that came from, and this is, costume jewelry. These are not gold, but some of them do have names on it. Like I believe this is Avon. It probably says it on the back. There you go. Yeah, but here are necklaces. And you'll get one of these in your tub if you choose to buy one. I don't want people to be writing me in the messages about interest in purchasing one of these. We would do it through PayPal. I'll put the information up on the screen. But I would need you to contact me at my email address, Cherished Relics Boutique at gmail.com, and give me your interest in the jewelry jars / tubs that you're interested in. I'm going to do it in order of when I receive emails. So based on the time of that the email was received will determine the order in which people would get to choose certain jewelry jars. Because there's 10 of them, and I'm sure some people will want to have the same ones, and that's how I will determine who gets to purchase what. So anyways, but here's 10 necklaces. One of these 10 necklaces will be in the jewelry, the curated jewelry that you purchase. Okay. And then here are sets of 2 earrings. These are pierced earrings that I'm showing you. Okay, so your tub will contain one of these 10 things of pierced earrings, which it'll be a mystery which one you get. It's a good variety. You can see all that. If you want, you can stop your screen and freeze it to be able to have a chance to look at those longer. I just don't want to take too long explaining all this. Your curated jewelry tub will have one set of clip back vintage earrings, or twist back. They might be twist back. But these are really nice, enameled. Heavier, great condition. Okay, so there are your 10 examples of clip back earrings. One of those will be in your curated jewelry. So again, your jewelry will contain one of those 10 brooches, Christmas brooches. They're all in great condition, enameled, like beautiful quality. I love them. Okay, so it would be one of those. These are a little harder to see, so I'm going to show them up, pull them up to the screen. But these are all tie tacks. tried to get ones that were neutral and didn't have like initials on them or anything so that they could be used by everybody. That's sort of like a hematite, I believe. Oh, this is like a music note. It's probably hard for you to see it, but it's a little music note. Still showing you tie tacks. Okay. Okay, and then this one, I think this one says Swink on the back, but it's got like a red rhinestone on it. And then this tie pin there. I'm sure a lot, I didn't go and investigate them, you know, I'm sure more than one says Swink on them. I know that's the brand. Okay, so there are your tie pins. Okay. And then, and maybe I can zoom in here a little bit so you can see these a little better. These are all sterling silver, and when I put them into your jewelry, I'm going to keep them in the bags because I want people to not have them get lost in the shuffle and not know. So like this actually has a freshwater pearl in it, and all the metal on there is sterling silver. So there's another one here, a little heart. This is probably some type of jadeite. Many of them are marked, like you can see 925 on that. You can see 925 on that. Most of them are probably marked. This one says Create, you know, with glass beads. There's your 925. This is a cute little turtle pendant. You can see it's marked on the back. I'm not going to show you all of the markings, but okay, this is sort of a glass bead triangle, kind of artisan-made pendant. These are freshwater pearls and glass beads, kind of wire wrapped in sterling silver pendant. Marcasite. These little marcasites. Another sterling silver pendant. Probably just onyx or something similar. There's your 925 in the back. So there's, everyone will get one of those. You just won't know which one you get until you receive it. Okay. These are teeny little stud earrings, but they're super cute. Okay, these are all sterling silver. If they're gold tone, it's because they're vermeil. They're marked with sterling silver on the posts on all of them. I put on brand new, clean, you know, rubber backs there, so everything's clean about them, just so you know. So anyways, that's what the first stud looks like. Main pearl on there, the cubic zirconia. 3 little cubic zirconia, making a triangle design there. Okay, this is teeny little stud earring with a little starburst. This one is a little, these are all 925. Butterfly. Okay, this one's just got, you know, a pear-shaped and little round stud. Those are really cute. This has actually got an opal and a teeny little cubic zirconia. This looks like a little teardrop, kind of pear-shaped cubic zirconia. Another one with like 3 cubic zirconias making a triangle. And this is like a marquee, teeny little stud. Okay, so that's the second. You'll get one of those. Okay. I got to keep them all together so I don't get them confused, because I want to make sure every single thing gets one of those. And when you get it in your jewelry, it will still be in this little baggie so that you know. I don't want it to get lost in the shuffle. Okay, and then the last earring, set of earrings, it'll be one of these. So some of them are more studs, but I won't give you two that are identical. So these are some bigger cubic zirconia sterling silver studs. Cubic zirconia little dangles. A little bit bigger cubic zirconia studs. Another set of the blue studs. And here's actually a kind of more teal cubic zirconia stud. God, I just painted my nails. And then, of course, I banged them all over the place, so they look terrible. I see some people who wear those nails that are just the little ones that you stick on. I really need to get those because I can never paint my nails and not screw them up before it's time to, you know, exist. Okay, here's a kind of princess cut stud, cubic zirconia. Another one. There's a smaller one. And again, if you get like a little stud in this one, I'll make sure in the other set of, you know, earrings that you get, you know, one of the ones that have more going on. Okay, so that's that. You know, this is probably $20 worth of just $9.25. And then another $20 worth of items that are coming from my antique booth. That's $40. Essentially almost 5 pounds of jewelry, like the jar I showed you, plus the coordinated sets. It's an amazing deal. So anyways, so I'll put that away. And now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start going through sets 1 through 10 of the jewelry things. And when I show each tub, I'm not going to pour it out. I will show you the coordinated stuff. I will get those out so you can see those a little better. But what everything that's in the actual tub, this is tub number 1. I'm not gonna pour that out. But I will take tub number 1 and put a lid on it, and then I can turn it and let you see all sides. So this is jewelry set number 1, and I'm going to go slow so you can get a general. As I know we all like to check out what bags or items that we're anyways. Number 1. And like I said, each set of jewelry, including their coordinated bags and all the things I'm going to add to it, are going to be weighing 5 pounds total. Just in that range. They're all just a little different based on what's in them. Okay, so I'm going to lay this out and then come back at you. This is coordinated set that will be in number 1. Okay, so this is sort of like a pink silver tone coordinated set that will be included in jewelry number 1. So you got a quick look at that. And now I'm going to put that away and show you the second set. Okay, so that's coordinated set number 2. Mostly, you know, kind of natural tones, kind of teals and golds. But it's silver tone jewelry, but with some touches of golds and, you know, natural tones in there. So when you put both of the coordinated sets together, they're approximately 30 pieces. I don't know, anywhere between 28 to 30 pieces total added in addition to the tub that I show you. Okay, so that is all I have to show you for set number 1. Lots of jewelry. I mean, really, are you kidding me? Sterling silver items, plus extra vintage items that were in my booth, plus coordinated sets, plus wearable jewelry, all wearable jewelry. The only caveat to wearable jewelry that I haven't mentioned is if you have a tub that has any watches in it, none of the watches are working because they all need batteries. So those watches would need to have batteries put in So when I say wearable, obviously there's nothing wrong with how the watch looks, but you'll need to replace the battery in it. Or if it's some sort of, you know, vintage, like, you know, maybe it's a watch that was like a pocket watch or something and it's not working. Well, a lot of times those can just be worn on necklaces as pendants and that sort of thing. Actually, I think I have a gold vintage one in one of these that doesn't work, that, you know, it still is beautiful and can be worn as a necklace. So anyways, that is set number 1. We're moving on to set number 2. So here's the original, what was in the jewelry jar that I had put together. So I will rotate through here. This is what was in the original jar that I showed you at the beginning. But I just am really quickly going to show you again in the tub, because this is how it's going to come to you. Like I said, all of these sets of jewelry have all styles of jewelry. I have intentionally mixed in and they have the same amount because I've made them all. Mixed in necklaces and, you know, pendants and earrings, clip back and pierced, rings and bracelets and brooches and pins and men's items and keychains and, you know, additional weird things like sometimes metal belts or eyeglass holders, whatever. It's got a smattering of all of those items. And all the jars are great. They're amazing. Okay, here's the coordinated set as part of jewelry set number 2. So let me lay this out for you and you can come back and take a look. Okay, so here's the first coordinated groupings of jewelry for set number 2. I'm not going to keep it out here very long, but if you want to be able to take a longer time to look at it, you can just screenshot it and then zoom in and check it out. Okay. Okay, here's the second coordinated set. I mean, as I made these, I mean, I was very thoughtful. Like, you know, like these little pearl dangle earrings are the same color as the pearl that's in this multi-layer necklace, you know. You see 3 clasps here. Oh, here's the third one. Because, it actually has 3 pieces. It has a shorter pearl, faux pearl necklace with a longer pearl one, and then also a bracelet. So I tried to keep things that went together, and the style of jewelry to be similar. But again, this is the second coordinated part that's going to go in number 2, set number 2 jewelry. Okay. Now I do want to say that any sales that I do with these curated, you know, sets, you know, like tubs of jewelry. I cannot do international sales. It needs to be, you know, in the United States. That's number 1. And then number 2, I will put up on the screen, but, you know, you'll need to contact me, send me your contact information to my email address. I'll put all the information on the screen because, of course, I will be shipping through PayPal, and I'll send you an invoice through PayPal. So you'll want to have some sort of PayPal account in order to do that, and send me the email that connects to that PayPal account. Okay. I'm not going to put this in the tub, but this comes in the curated set number 3. So sort of a mixed metal stretchy belt. Okay, here's tub number 3, not including the coordinated stuff that's gonna get added. All of the tubs of jewelry have a great mixture of metal, you know, vintage versus more modern costume jewelry. Like I said, types of jewelry. There's some natural stones in there. What I'm saying is you're not getting a big tub of a whole bunch of beads, which is the worst. Glass stones. Okay, so anyways, that's number 3. And here are your coordinated sets that are included with 3. Okay, so there's coordinated jewelry grouping for jewelry set number 3. Okay, here's the second one. Like I said, both of the coordinated sets together make approximately 28 to 30 pieces of jewelry. Let me get this one laid out for you and I'll be right back. Okay, that's the second set, sort of a silver tone with some teal accents. There's the second set. So all of this is what goes with set number 3. Okay, this is jewelry jar set number 4. Should be able to take a look. Here's your first coordinated set. Included with it. Be right back at you when it's all set up. Okay, so there's the first set. Kind of a silver tone, kind of gunmetal-ish, with some kind of faux pearl and metallic accents with different color pearl accents. You can see I kind of mixed it all. I mean, it all kind of coordinates with each other. You could do a mishmash of lots of different outfits with that. Take a screenshot. Okay, so there's your second grouping of coordinated jewelry for jewelry tab number 4. Lots of great stuff. I mean, these are freshwater pearls in here. There's a whole coordinated set, actually still new with tags on it in this one. Okay, this is jewelry jar set number 5. This is a coordinating necklace and earrings, very, very vintage. Oh, I'm sorry that's on there. Okay. Here's your first coordinated set. Be right back at you. Okay, there's coordinated grouping. The first coordinated grouping. Sort of some natural tones, some kind of butter yellows, teals, silver tone, little gunmetal look-ishness, grays. Oops, I had already put it away and I forgot that those were included as well. Little necklaces, and let's see what's on this. Little opal light kind of chain. I know I had them set off to the side and I forgot to put them in, so that's part of it. Be right back at you. Okay, here's set number 2. I mean, I'm telling you, for $75 for these sets, it is unbelievable what you're getting. Again, let me review. A full tub of wearable jewelry earring matches, nothing broken, plus 2 coordinated sets of jewelry that go with it. And in addition, I'm adding the 3 sterling silver pieces that I talked about earlier, as well as the items from my antique booth, which included a Christmas pin and a men's tie pin and a set of clip-on earrings and 2 pierced earring sets, as well as a necklace. All of it for $75. It's an unbelievable deal. And as I'm laying all this jewelry out, I'm questioning myself. Should I really do this for $75 when I know just this group right here is worth way more than that when you think about what someone spent for all of this stuff? So just believe me, these are great deals and great things. And if you're looking just to look through jewelry jars for enjoyment because it's fun and you want to maybe get some new jewelry, or maybe you're a reseller and this is stuff that you do because you do it all the time, and there's plenty of things in these sets of jewelry that could be used for resale. Maybe it's Christmas break and you're looking because you just want to do something different. Maybe you've never bought a jewelry jar before. But I'm telling you, you're going to find so many awesome treasures in these. And, yeah, again, like I said, I'm going, really? Do I want to sell it for that little amount of money? But I do, because I want to make it a good deal for you guys. I want you to feel like you got value for your money. And you're going to feel it, believe me, when you get all of this amazing jewelry that arrives at your home. Okay, so, again, this was set number 5. With its wearable stuff. With its coordinated things. Again, I suggest you do a screenshot so you can really look in detail at all these items that are included. Okay, I'm going to stop this video briefly because I got to go gather sets 6 through 10, the tubs 6 through 10. So excited to show you the neat things I have. I'm already showing you all the fun jewelry that I have on. This is just a ring that I got just from my own, looking through the jewelry, when I'm getting ready to sell, and I fell in love with it. Look at how beautiful this ring is on the sides. The sides, it's just a 925 cubic zirconia, but the sides are as pretty as the top. I just loved it, and it fits me so perfectly. Anyways. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, moving on to Curated tub number 6. Just giving you a view of what wearable jewelry is in the... This is all the stuff I put in the original jars before I decided I was going to add more. Okay, because this tub will allow that. Okay, so. All right. Oh, isn't that cute? Huh. Okay. Here is your first coordinated set. I'll be right back at you. Okay, this first set, coordinated set, does have a little bit more of a sort of religious theme, because you can see obviously it's, pearl and rhinestone and sort of some gunmetal and grays as well as silver tone. But you can see I have this theme of crosses, crosses, crosses. This is a cross. So just so you know, it's quite beautiful. So this is the first coordinated set. You can take a snapshot. Okay, this is coordinated set number 2. And again, it's when I open stuff like this that it makes me question my price, because this is stunning. Look at these beads on this. They're carved. I don't know what it is of. But, you know, some of these items do actually have, you know, maker's marks on them as well. I'm not going to sit and flip everything over, but, you know, like that necklace is just stunning. I mean, my eye, especially those beads. So, coordinated set number 2, that all is part of tub number 6. We are at 6. Moving on, moving on. Some of this stuff I know it's fun to untangle things and all that, but I already spent the time untangling all this. So, you know, especially in these coordinated sets, don't be surprised if you find some of these things in their own little baggies, because it takes so long to get these untangled, and sometimes things get damaged when that happens. So, you know, obviously it's way prettier for me to take it out and show you that way, but, you know, they become tangled messes, and I just, you know, so don't be surprised if, you know, some of your items in your coordinated part are in these little baggies. Okay, I think I've stated my point. Okay, moving on to number 7. So I just want to make a comment real quick. I'm sure some of you have noticed that the amount of jewelry that's in this original tub kind of has varied. Like this one looks like it has way less. It actually seems way less filled up. Well, that's because some of the items, it has the same amount of items, but, you know, all of these lots have 100 items plus. At a minimum 100. It's probably closer to 110 items each. I know that because I made them and I counted them and I made sure they were all equal. And I made sure they were very similar in weight. And I made sure value and quality and that they're all very comparable. Because I want them all to be amazing, you know, jewelry values. I just want to comment though that if, like, for example, this tub has less in it, well, I made sure that the coordinated sets that I put with it were way heavier and had way more jewelry with it to make up for, because the ultimate final weight of all these tubs are very similar. So I don't want you to doubt that you're getting less jewelry just because you have a tub that starts off with less stuff in it. In the end, it's going to be just as much. It's going to weigh very similar and all that. So that being said, here's number 7. See, it moves around in here a lot more. And I don't want you to be like, wait a minute, I'm not getting as much. You are. Don't worry. I'm a teacher and I'm a friggin' perfectionist. Do you think I'm not going to sit around and make sure that we get it to be very equal? Okay, that's very ugly. Let's take that out of there. I think it's because it's a set, and that's why this is attached to it, but it just looks ugly. So we're going to just let you realize it's a set on your own. Okay. It's just not good for looking at stuff. Okay, number 7. Okay, here's your first coordinated thing. It's so fun to put together these coordinated bags of jewelry because I don't know, it's just fun to, you know, just see how well things can go together. And, you know, with these sets, oh my gosh, there's so many different, you know, outfit and ways that you can use the jewelry. So I just have to say, okay, I'll be back at you in a second. Okay, so here's set number 1. You know, here's an example of how, you know, there are actual things that have, you know, natural stone in there. Like this is cold. The beads on this little bracelet, you know, you can see there's sandstone, and this whole thing is natural stone. So I'm just, you know, commenting how it's not like all of this stuff is plastic. I'm just letting you know. So anyways, this is coordinated group jewelry number, the first one. Okay. So pretty. Love all the bright colors. Love, love, love. Like, this is a huge coordinated set. It weighs over a pound, just this set, with some gorgeous things in it. I'll be right back at you. Okay, there you have it. There's the second. I mean, like, this one weighs so much, and there's so much going on to it. So many of these big statement necklaces with some sort of chain integrated within them. There's this beautiful, love this, floral, elegant little necklace, flower necklace drop, earrings, a little solitaire pendant. Some, I think these are clip back earrings over here. Bracelet, really nice. Great group. Okay, so that's the second coordinated part for tub number 7. Moving on, people. Okay, number 8. Take a look, people. Some great stuff in here. Again, I'm going to remind you, this is all wearable jewelry. All the earrings have matches. Outside of maybe a little bit of cleaning, this is used jewelry. A lot of it vintage. You know, it's all wearable jewelry. There shouldn't be any repairs that you have to do. Okay, so there's 8. Let's show you your first coordinated set. It comes with 8. This one's a pretty one. It's like a more of a gold tone. Okay, I'll be right back at you. Okay, so that is the first coordinated group. All gold tone with some touches of sort of champagne peach, pearls, rhinestones. This necklace here is a multi-layer. It's just too big to, I can't show it to you, get you to appreciate it within, because it's all squished in this space, but nice little set of jewelry there. Some beautiful things. All right, we're on 8. Still on 8. Coordinated set number 2. So fun to put this stuff together. Okay, there's set number 2. Lots of bright, beautiful colors with some, you know, kind of coral, orangey, blues, teals, burgundies. This is a complete, very, very super long seed bead necklace. Really lovely. Yeah, and some, you know, glass beads and, you know, like these are Alex and Annie. Kind of brassy in terms of the color, with some mixtures of copper and silver tone. So that is the second grouping. That's the second coordinated group of jewelry in tub number 8. Moving on, only 2 left. And by the way, my video has been like 2 hours long, but by the time I edit out setting up all these things, it's going to be way less. So I promise it won't be that out of control. Okay, here we go with number 9. Number 9. Well, like I said, there's a good mixture of metals and beads and, you know, all different types of jewelry. There's no one tub to me that's better than the other. What one tub has that maybe might be different from another tub makes up for it in a different way. So I think people would be pretty much happy with any of them. Okay, here's coordinated group number 1. Get it set out and I'll be right back at you. Okay, here's your first coordinated set, kind of blues and kind of some gunmetal-y silver tone. I want to remind everyone again that watches, although physically they look fine, none of them are working. So if they're, you know, obviously I haven't changed the batteries on them. So 95% of the time when I replace batteries for jewelry that I sell, the watch works when I change it. So just be aware that when I say wearable, that's the one kind of caveat that comes with it. And I also want to comment again how, like, for example, these have a maker's mark on it, Joan Rivers. Like, there is some items in here that have maker's marks on it, you know, brand jewelry. So just want to let you know that's coordinated set 1. Okay, here's my second coordinated set. It's like some pinks and some peaches and, you know, light greens and gold tone. I'll be right back at you. Okay, there's set number 2. I just love the colors in this, and I just want to remind you, like, if I have sets of jewelry, I really try to keep them together. But I just pull in a mishmash of, you know, I try to also do try to pull in all types of jewelry too, you know, rings and bracelets and necklaces and earrings and clip back earring, all that, if I have them. There's no promise I always do, but usually the sets give you an opportunity for layering, as this one has a little teeny necklace with it along with some bigger items of jewelry, so you'll have many options with these sets. Okay, so this again is, let me put it back up there. This is Curated tub number 9 with its 2 coordinated sets. Okay, we're moving on to number 10. Woohoo! I'd really love to hear in the feedback from you guys about, you know, if this is something that you guys are interested in. So I just wanted kind of to hear from you if you think I coordinated them well, in your opinion. I think I did. I really tried to mix, you know, mix it up, and I didn't try to make things one color. I tried to pull in lots of different colors, but they could coordinate together. So as you can see in this one. So, okay, we'll see you for tub number 10. Okay, we're coming in the home stretch here. Very exciting. Again, here's a tub that looks less full, but I want to remind you that's been made up in the fact that these are much larger, heavier. The end result for these tubs is they're all somewhere between 4.5 to 5 pounds. Yep. Again, reminder, you can look in the description of my video for contact information if you're interested in purchasing any of these curated jewelry jars or curated jewelry tubs. And again, I'm selling them for $75, which I think is an absolute steal considering what you get in them. So let's look at the last one. So here's number 10. And again, I've mentioned this before, but I've done a mixture of all types of jewelry. When you get a tub, you're going to get rings, you're going to get bracelets, you're going to get earrings, you're going to get clip back earrings, you're going to get vintage, you're going to get current. You're going to get beads, you're going to get metal, you're going to get gems, you know, like natural stones. You're going to get pins, you're going to get watches. Like I've made sure that every single tub has all of those things. It's taken me a long time to put these together. So hopefully you will realize, I mean, if you buy one, you'll know, because you'll get it and you'll be like, oh, there's so much awesome stuff. Okay, so yeah, so that's number 10, and let's look at those coordinated sets. Here's your first coordinated set. Sort of some very natural gold tones, browns, blacks, and teals. I'll be right back at you. Okay, there you have it. The first coordinated group for this tub number 10. Like I said, some natural tones and, you know, gold tone, but browns, blacks, a little bit of teal, a mishmash. You've got, you know, lots of textures going on. I really like this set. So make sure you take a snapshot as we go along so that you will get a chance to look at it in more detail. now do our very last coordinated set to go with tub number 10. Lots of beautiful purples and grays, blacks, pearls. You've got some, mother of pearl, rhinestones, silver tone. This is one of my favorite sets for sure. So I'll be back at you in a second. Okay, well, yes, it's definitely one of my favorite sets. I just want to reiterate, I'm not just throwing this stuff together. If you notice, we've got these huge faux pearl necklaces here. They are hand knotted in between. They're pretty heavy. They are two separate necklaces, but they are the exact same length. They are super, super long that you could twist them and double them up, twist them together. But just want you to know about that. But obviously, I'm pulling in not just the cream pearl accents, but the blue pearl accents. I put some regular pearls over here. We've got mother of pearl going on over here with some rhinestone. And again, commenting about how this is Brighton right here. So there is some name brand stuff in here. Bringing in sort of the, silver tone starburst concept with the earrings and the brooch. Got a little bracelet there. This is a pretty one. These are earrings with rhinestones there at the top that kind of tie in with rhinestones here. I just try to make it all coordinate. So I hope you like it. Love to hear from you in the comments. Okay, this is set number 10. And just to remind you again how if you'd like to purchase one of these kind of curated jewelry tubs, you will have an adventure on your hands. If you're new to jewelry, if you're new to jewelry jars, jewelry tubs, then it's a great opportunity to get in there and learn about jewelry and to have some beautiful pieces for your own collection. Because just as you see, these are gorgeous pieces. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. This is a perfect example of when I question myself and offering the whole thing for $75 because we've got name brand things in here. None of this is junk. It's all wearable jewelry. It might need a little bit of cleaning here and there. Obviously you're not just getting in a curated set what you see here, which is 2 sets of coordinated jewelry, which is a lot. Those in and of themselves are at least $20 each, if not more. You also have the original jewelry jar, which is the big tub that I'd put together and decided I wanted to add more. But then again, you have all the things that I talked about at the beginning, where I'm adding 3 sterling silver 925 pieces to every jewelry tub, as well as 6 pieces. That's right, 6 pieces from my antique store. Christmas pin, men's tie tack, you get 2 pairs of earrings that are pierced, 1 clip back, and then the necklace. So again, all of the items in these tubs, they all have 100 items plus. Some of them have 110 items, around somewhere between 105 and 110 items each. Yes, I am a perfectionist. I'm that specific. I made all of them. I know what's in them. And I know that pretty much I spread out the types of things throughout all the tubs. So, I don't think you can really be disappointed in any of them. They're amazing, and they are a steal at what I'm offering them for. But again, because I was closing my booth, I thought it was an opportunity to maybe share some of the items that I had in my booth that were jewelry items. And so again, I will put it up on the screen again. You can contact me at Cherished Relics Boutique at gmail.com. I will put it on the screen. You will also find that information in the description portion of this video. They are $75 each. And it includes all the items that I've described. This is great for people who are new to jewelry, who are opening their first tub ever. This is great for resellers. This is great just because it's Christmas vacation and you have some time on your hands. You just want to open jewelry and, play and have a glass of wine and just relax because it's, holidays with your family, that sort of thing. So for whatever reason you might be interested, there are 10 available. I want to remind you that the one things that are in these tubs that when I say wearable and nothing needs to be fixed, the only caveat to that is watches. None of the watches are working. They just need new batteries. Anyways, so I am so excited. And I want to remind you one last thing. the order in which people reach out to me on my email, Cherished Relics Boutique at gmail.com. It's the order in which I receive the emails that will determine who gets a certain numbered, curated jewelry tub. Plus, the other stuff that was in the tubs that I talked about earlier. Bam, bam, bam. It's going to also be added. You're just not going to know which ones of these are getting added until you get it. Nothing will break because I'm not using a glass jar, which is the whole reason this whole thing started, after I bought 10 glass jars and then decided not to use them. If this ends up being something that people like and people purchase, because once I leave these an opportunity for people to buy, I will then list this on eBay. So it's not going to be up for grabs like this forever. I'll probably give it, a few weeks. It's now a few days before Christmas, 2023. And I'll give it a few weeks where we can purchase it through PayPal. But then eventually I will have to put it up on eBay, and it's going to be more expensive than $75. I will tell you that. Not with all of these things that are included. So, yeah, hope to hear from you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope everyone has a nice time with their family and has a safe holiday. Take care. Goodbye from Cherished Relics Boutique.